Welcome. This is HR The Works President Don Phin, and in this 5 minutes I'm going to share a very important lesson I share with many of the business owners and managers I speak to around all the country, and that's the major distinction between being responsible for an employee, for them, versus being responsible to them, okay? For versus to. Now, when our grandparents and all the workforce went to work before that, the deal was very simple. Just do what we tell you to do. Don't think for yourself. We figured out the best way to pull a loom, to stack the brick, to weld the rivet. Just follow instruction. In fact, we're going to see how well you listen, because every year we're going to grade you on a scale of 1 to 5 to see how well you listen. And if you survive that process until you're 65, we'll give you a pension and a retirement and health care that you can live off of until you're 67. Well, that deal is gone. The catch-22 today is the person you can control, you don't want working for you, and in large part it's because they're going to want you to be their mommy or their daddy. It's called paternalism. And that was the American workforce after World War II. We had all this abundance, just kept telling them to do what we tell you to do, and we'll take care of you, because we had all that wealth to do that. Well, now we're running up to the challenge. People say, nobody wants to take care of me, right? You got to take care of yourself, and I'm not responsible for your retirement and all those types of things. You're responsible for your health, you're responsible for your money, you're responsible for your job security, not me. And in today's environment, that means you can only be responsible to people. You can't be responsible for them. It's their job to be responsible for themselves. I'll give you another way to understand this. From my first marriage, I have big sons, bigger than me, that are 30 and 31. I am not responsible for them anymore. From my second marriage, I have an 8-year-old son I am 100% responsible for. For those older boys, and for any of you, any of my clients, any of your clients, any of your employees, they're adults. You're only responsible to them. So how do you know when you've kind of gotten stuck in this responsible for thing? One way to know is your life is eaten up by God a minute, God a minute, God a minute. All right? And they're going to want you to take care of them. And you'll just feel the energy sucked by that relationship. And when you're responsible to somebody, that means you put them in a position where they're capable of success, because they've got both the skill sets for that success, which you can test for, you can train for, all those types of things, and they have the affinity, the desire, the passion, whatever you want to call it, the intellectual makeup for that position. And you can run assessment analysis and things like that on it. So for example, if I'm hiring a CFO, I can do a gap analysis test on them. I can do a QuickBooks test on them. And if I'm also hiring them, I can do a character assessment on them. And I want them to have a high attention to detail. I'm not going to hire somebody as my CFO that might be good on a test, but has a low attention to detail. Same thing with a salesperson. I want a salesperson, just the opposite, to have not a high attention to detail, but a high attention to relationships. So we make sure we put round pegs into round holes. That's our responsibility to somebody. So I hope that helped all of you really understand that distinction. And when you can feel that sucking sound and somebody comes, just tell them, I'm not responsible for you, I'm responsible to you, okay? How can we go from there? Take care. We'll see you on the next video.